friends. Welcome back to another episode of A Little R&R. We're going to start off this week, or this episode, with a little R&R recap. Tell us about your week, Bestie.
Okay, I will. I had a heck of a week, to be honest. Between having a new boss come in, our first episode release. Whoo,
Hell
girl.
yeah.
Oh, girl. I know that we could talk about this like the whole time, I'm
That
sure.
could be an episode by itself because it was such it was
A shit show.
It was a shit show, an adventure. I don't even know what to call it. It was something because there were frustrations. But we'll get back to that. Tell me how your week went and then we'll talk.
Well, I think this is mainly my week because I couldn't think of anything else. So this is what it is.
Sure.
I just have to say, you guys, that the funniest thing happened during this uploading process. I had Reagan on Skype, similar to how we do whenever we record these episodes. And I had her on Skype and I was sharing my screen with her. However,
so I could see what you're doing so we could work together to get the episode uploaded.
Correct. However, her little square, it's not like my iPhone where I can just slide it to the side and it's a little arrow and then I can move her back onto the screen whenever I want to. And I had to keep moving her, and because she would be like, "Oh, click this, or click up there the hamburger menu, and click this," and I'd be like, "Okay." I'd move her, right? I would just move her because I thought she could maybe see herself on the screen.
Nope, not at all.
No, that was not the case, friends. So she, in the heat of this, we are both like tensions are high. We were stressed.
Frustrated.
It was very frustrating, which, by the way, Apple, I love how easy you guys try to make things. How about some easy instructions? That would be amazing.
For all of it in general. Like, they give you the steps, but it's like they skip information between the steps.
Yeah, and we had like, you have to like figure it out, like dissect. Okay, what does this mean if we're gonna do this?
Too much reading between the lines that I didn't think we had to do. But again, beside the point.
Yeah. So anyway, so I'm moving her around as she's saying, "Dude, da 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 da, whatever." And about halfway through,
I only see the cursor moving. I see nothing being clicked. I see nothing being moved. I just see the cursor going across the screen, like she's not listening to my instructions.
So it looks like I'm just messing with her every time she tells me to do something. It looks like I am just like, I don't even know, playing
with me.
Yeah. And I started to notice that she was getting like really frustrated. And I mean, I was like, okay,
click here.
This is frustrating, but like, why is it at this level? And so I then asked the question, hey, can you see yourself on my screen? Can you see your video? And she's like, nope. And I said, what did you think was happening when I was moving around? She goes, it just looks like you were moving around, like you weren't doing what I was wanting you to do.
And I can't control your cursor, so you're just defying me at this point.
It was hilarious. I'm sure it's not as funny to you all, but I had to be like, hey, Reagan, remember earlier in the week when you were so mad at me for like thought I was messing with you?
It helped ease the tension once we figured out that yes, I could not see myself on your screen. So once I knew that, it was like, oh, okay, that makes so much more sense as to why you're not immediately clicking where I said, hey, click here.
Yeah, because a lot of times, and maybe I couldn't even see it because her box of the video was covering it. Yeah. But regardless, we worked through that, and we are not still sure how it ended up on Apple, but we're so glad that you're able to hear us and listen, and we hope that same Apple Podcast Fairy happens again
Yes.
for this episode. So we're
Yeah.
glad that you're tuning in again. And let me hear about your week, Reagan. Did we just do that together? Do you have anything different?
I was just saying my week felt really long, and I don't really know why, but just in
Because we
general, it
got
just
no
felt like,
sleep.
well, I mean, yeah, that, but like just in general, like it just felt way longer than a normal week. And I don't know if it's because like there was a couple people that were gone from work more. Like there was a girl that usually works with us and she was on vacation. So I think that was part of it, just because like it just wasn't the normal routine for everybody this last week.
Yeah.
So it was just all kind of thrown off. And then we are putting out our podcast and all that. So we were stressing about that. I mean, yeah, after Tuesday, after we got that episode uploaded and figured that out, there was a sigh of relief for sure. But
Did you feel like we should have changed our name to Two Girls and an Amazon mic, like an Amazon podcast kit?
I don't even know, because there was no R&R in this week. There was no rest and relaxation. It was some high tensions and some frustrations, but I mean, we did figure it out eventually. I hope this next upload.
Well, and what's funny is we didn't really figure it out, but we think we have it figured out.
Right. I think if we get it just uploaded to Spotify first, it will automatically go to Apple like we thought it would, because we got that link connected. So I think we're okay. But I guess we'll find out again.
In case any of you
again.
in case any of you are listening that wanted to start a podcast, just know that if Two Girls and an Amazon mic can do it, then so can you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there are some missing steps when you look up the instructions online, because it will tell you step by step how to do it, but it just skips some stuff, it seems like. Or like pertinent information where you actually have to have an episode published somewhere before you can upload it to everything else. And that was never told in any of the instructions until I watched another video. So
and by the way, learn what an RSS feed is like right off the bat.
For sure.
Because that I'm still not too sure that I know what that is, but we got it. It's fine.
Real simple something. Real simple syndication, I think. And I'm thinking there's nothing simple about this crap. So I think we're it. But
we survived. We're here, you guys. We survived, and we're here to do another episode. Thank God. But I think that's all
fairly successful. So I mean, I'm not too upset about it. The getting there was a little frustrating, but I think we're okay.
Yes, and thank you so much for those of you who listened and liked and followed and subscribed. For those of you who haven't, what the hell?
Get on it.
Why not? I mean, what are you waiting for?
You're missing out on some great entertainment. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
It's only going to go up from here, because now that we've kind of got the gist of what's going on, it's just going to get better.
It can only go up from here. Up. Okay. We sing anything that, like, if you say anything to us and it's a song, we will sing it.
Or we'll find a song for it. Like, we will find a way to associate it with a song. So
always
be prepared.
Okay. You go first.
It's time for Feed Frenzy, which is a story that has basically come up on any feed that you follow. Social media could be Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, any of those. And this is the story that has been on my feed that I actually find fairly exciting. I don't know if anybody else is going to feel the same way I do, because, you know, we had Beyonce releasing a country album, and we were not a fan of that. However, Post Malone is now releasing a country album. It is called F1 Trillion, and it comes out August 16th. So far he's released songs with Morgan Wallen and Blake Shelton, and I'm obsessed with both songs that I've heard so far. They're just upbeat, they're happy, they do have a country vibe to them, but they still have a Post Malone vibe to them. I'm a fan. I don't know how you feel about Post Malone. I was just originally kind of like, I liked his music. I've heard some of it. But I didn't know how I felt about him personally, like as an artist. And I feel like I see more and more videos of him just like being a genuine person, and he seems like he really enjoys his fans and really appreciates his fans. Um like, and he like cares about them and will take pictures with them, interacts with them. I feel like he's a good, genuine person that just enjoys doing what he does. And I also see comments on his videos of him dancing at his own concerts saying that Post Malone enjoys his concert more than his fans because he's just having a great time there on stage, which I think is a true statement. So, what are your thoughts on Post Malone? Do you know anything about him? Do you listen to his stuff? How do you feel?
Okay, so to be honest, I know that I should probably know more. What I do know is he dated Khloe Kardashian for a while,
Okay,
right?
I didn't know that.
Oh God,
So
now I'm hoping that this is right. People, fact check me and tell me if I'm wrong, but I am pretty sure that he did date Khloe Kardashian for a little bit,
okay,
like
okay,
before she had any babies, type of a
okay,
thing.
sure. So a
Uh,
while ago.
yeah, I'm pretty sure. Not 100% sure, but pretty sure. Um,
Okay.
so if you want to look that up real quick, you can definitely do that and let me know right now too. We could do that so that I make sure, because
Yes.
now I'm like questioning, okay, crap, before I say this.
I will Google quickly. Hold on.
Okay.
Post
Sorry guys. This is going to
Malone.
happen a lot for us because we again are in the know or not, and there's most likely a not part.
Sometimes we're not.
But
Uh,
I also and then the other piece that I have seen him on is I loved him with Morgan Wallen at the ACM Awards or
uh-huh.
whatever the awards show that they did recently was, like the most recent one. Um, and I really liked that performance. However, I do remember thinking, why do all of the country guys, like the new country guys, seem to look so scary? Like Jelly Roll
Uh-huh.
and
Oh, I love
now
Jelly Roll.
and I know Post Malone is not country, but
Yes.
he just is dipping his toe in the water, and that's
Yes.
great. I love that. We will like I welcome it, and I think that other country music fans do as well. But if you look back at like the good country, Alan Jackson, George Strait, I mean even
Mm-hmm.
further back, Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash,
Yeah.
just all of those to now,
It's a very different look.
very different. And again, it's a different world and a different time, and I know things are going to change.
Yeah.
I just feel like I don't know that I necessarily love the direction it is going
Sure.
because they are in the role model eye, I mean, could look up to them.
Sure.
Okay. And is that necessarily who we want to see as a role model? I'm just a very old school thinker. And
Yeah.
so I feel like that's just where I'm kind of that's the thing that's holding me back from loving it
Sure.
completely.
That makes sense. And I think that's where you and I kind of differ too, which, I mean, obviously not a bad thing. We can agree to
Yeah.
disagree. I feel like they can set an example. Because like Jelly, he's a felon. He's been to prison because he did some stupid
Oh.
crap whenever he was a kid. But he's turned his life around because he wanted to be a better person, wanted to be he wanted to just do better in life. And so now he has dedicated his time not only just to music, but he's also dedicating his time to helping juvenile delinquents turn their lives around. Like he has put in a ton of money to the prisons in Nashville or the juvenile centers in Nashville to put a music program in there or um, just like give them something to work towards and to not go back to the life that they were living before they were locked up. So he's making it to where they can, have something better for themselves, whether it is music,
Okay.
whether it's something else, whether they want to get their degree while they're in prison, whatever. He's dedicated a lot of time and money to doing that. So I feel like, yes, he has a rough past, but he looks rough, but he has turned that image into something good. And I feel like, I don't know about Post Malone as much, but I know Jelly Roll has definitely done that. So he's fighting the image, but he's also doing good with it too.
So I love that because that is like the classic never judge a book by its cover, right?
Yes.
However, I know that still exists. Clearly. I mean, I just
yeah.
did it, of course. But we as people all try not to do that. I mean, I
But
really try
you
not
always
to.
have that snap judgment right away, whether you want to or not. It's always
Like
like,
it's
oh,
gonna just be there.
you automatically think negative, and then you're like, oh wait, that's bad. I gotta step back. I need to,
Right. Right.
think before I make a snap judgment. That wasn't the
And
greatest way to put that, but still.
so here's my difference, and maybe you know more about Post Malone than I do because I clearly
Sure.
don't know anything about that.
Right.
And I was not aware of the Jelly Roll situation and all of that either,
Sure.
like the background.
Well, and I
And
just recently learned that stuff too. So, I mean, my story may be way off, but I just know that he's been doing good things for the
ever since,
kids.
yeah, right. So is that, I don't know that with Post Malone, it's necessarily the same as that. And
Right.
that's where that just kind of, I don't know, it just for whatever reason holds me back from not loving the idea of if he were to say he wants to all of a sudden be country and he wants to hoe
Sure.
down, throw down. Like, that's great and that's fine. I just don't know that I would ever love that.
I gotcha. And see, and I think also I tend to separate or try to separate the person or the artist and what they do on their own time and the
From
music.
their
If
music.
I like the music, I like the music, I'm going to listen to it, whether you agree that it's country, whether you think it shouldn't be, whatever. I listen to the music. If I like it, I'm going to listen to it.
My
If you're a
gosh, well,
scrappy,
if that was the
if
case,
you're a scrappy person,
if that was the case, I could love Maren Morris again.
right.
That was
I
so
still
heartbreaking. Ugh.
I still have a hard time. Sometimes I can't separate, but I try. But like I said, if I like the music, I'm going to listen to it. Great. If I don't like the person, I just try not to think about what they do on their own time. But
Okay.
sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So maybe
Yeah.
I'm not as big of a fan of the music as I thought I was, and that's why I can't separate it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's always that. Like maybe I like, yeah, okay, I liked it, but they did this and it made me mad. So I don't listen, or vice versa. They whatever. I don't know where I was going with that story, but you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I got it. And
So
I think the message here is that overall, we as people need to be better and not judge the book by its cover.
agreed.
So we're gonna do better, people.
Know better, do better. That is the message.
Ross and Romai 2024.
Yeah.
Oh, just kidding. The White House will probably burn down.
Don't endorse that. We don't want that. No, thank you.
Yeah, nope, never mind. Take it back. Rewind. I think I just scared several people. They stopped listening.
They said, "Oh hell, nope, we can't do that."
But that's like, yeah, that was a good frenzy.
Yeah, that's been talked
frenzy.
about mostly.
Oh man, words are hard.
Words are so hard. If we wouldn't record so damn late at night, we wouldn't have this problem, I don't think.
We just really love our fans,
we love the late
if
nights.
we have any, other than our family.
Right.
Oh man. Okay, so which segment are we going to do next? We're trying out new segments with you guys tonight. Well, everything is new because we're new, but
right, exactly.
We're having fun.
This one, I am calling this one Gimme 5. And it's going to be a top 5 list. It can be whatever category you want it to be. I don't think we picked the same categories this time, which is fine because I think that that makes it more fun. But this will always change.
So, for example, like if she chose her favorite songs, they might be the 5 favorite songs of this week or this time,
Yep.
like currently. And then next time, if she does 5 favorite songs again, they could be different.
Totally different songs. So, but yes, this week I did do songs. That is my category for this week.
Oh, well, looky there.
I know, how convenient. So my first, these are not in a particular order. They are just the 5 that I like right now. So like number 1 isn't necessarily my favorite of the list. It's just one I like. But they're the top 5 that I like.
They're the collective favorite 5.
Yes, exactly. And I do have a bonus one because I couldn't not put it in there. So really it's 6 this week. So it's just gonna be what it is.
What the hell? So, I didn't put the 6th in there.
So anyway, my first one is the new Post Malone Blake Shelton song called Pour Me a Drink. It's good and upbeat, it's summery, and I love it. It's great.
Okay.
Then I have Bad Guy by Priscilla Block. She just released I think a 5-song EP on Friday, the 21st. So
okay.
I've been listening to that. I'm in love, but she puts out music and it's automatically added to my playlist. Like there isn't a song by her that I don't like. So
I know you love her. That was such a fun concert at Hot Country Nights
her
too.
She's great. She's great. And she puts on a good show.
Yeah, she does.
Let's see. My next one is Sad Song Summer by Roman Alexander. Fun fact about him.
I'm sorry.
Is actually, no, you're good. He's actually from Parkville, Missouri. So he's local, which I thought was really cool. He lives in Nashville now, but he is from Missouri. So I was like, well, that's kind of neat. I like that. So
we gotta always support those Missouri people.
I know. Relapse by Warren Ziders is my next one.
Okay.
He was just here for Hot Country Nights, and I did not go, and I'm mad that I didn't go because apparently he puts on a fantastic show. But I didn't.
No Miller Lite party deck tickets that time.
I did request for them. I had him on my list, and then I was thinking I only know like one song by him. I don't really think I want to stand in the heat for that. So I was like, I'll just skip it this time. It's fine. And then on Friday morning, I was like, damn it, I should have gone. I should have asked for the tickets. I should have done it, and I didn't.
But listen, let's be real about that heat.
Oh my gosh.
If we did not have the Miller Lite party deck tickets, like I would never go.
No way I would go because I am not going to be stuck like sardines in that group of drunks trying to listen to music because people are crazy. It's too hot. People don't drink enough water and they're passing out, and I'm not about to be part of that. So, yeah.
I know. It's like Coyote Ugly out there. Hell no, H2O. I mean, these people are gruffing like flies.
People live by that, and they are struggling. My last one on my list that is part of the top 5.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can you repeat the title of the last one? Because I in my head said it Sad Summer Song, and I don't think.
No, it's Sad Song Summer by Roman Alexander.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah, and then Relapse by Warren Ziders. And then I Never Lie by Zach Top. And Zach Top is probably my favorite artist at the moment. He just I love him. I get Alan Jackson vibes from him.
Ooh.
And like the way he dresses, the way he sings when he sings, because we went Shania and I went to his concert in early May, and he was at PBR in Kansas City, and he puts on a fantastic show. He sounds the exact same live that he does recorded. And that just like, I was a fan when I went. And then after the concert, I was like obsessed. So it just upped it for me.
Yeah. You were like way down yonder on a Chattahoochee.
I might as well have been because man, he's so good. And so, yeah, I definitely look into him because he's fantastic. And then my bonus one, because
Oh,
that song just released. It released after I made the list, and I listened to it, and I was like, oh, I really like this one too. It's called "You Look Like You Love Me" by Ella Langley and Riley Green.
ooh, I love Riley
So,
Green.
and so they do a duet together, and it's a good one. It's different. It's kind of I want to say it's almost Johnny Cash like, because they do a
Ooh,
lot of like the
girl.
beginning. It's kind of like they're talking in like a conversation thing, and then they sing the chorus, and they go back to the kind of the talking a little bit on it.
I'm like, walk the line. I'm
Yeah,
ready. Oh my gosh, I do like that a lot.
yeah.
And
So
I understand what you're saying at the beginning with the kind of like talky singy thing.
yeah, so they talk over a tune, and then they sing the chorus, and it's just like, oh, it gives me goosebumps. I love it. It's so good. So
That
yeah,
is
that one
so good.
had to be a bonus because, like I said, it came out after I made my list, and I heard it, and I was like, oh, I have to include it.
It's good enough, I'll allow it.
Yes, yes. So
Oh my gosh. Okay, so my turn for Gimme 5.
yes.
And
What is
I
our
did
category?
top 5 current fave TV shows. So
Perfect.
TV
All right.
shows.
I like it. I like it.
So I did ones that, well, the majority of mine in the 5, and I did do this in order.
Okay.
Of like 1 is my favorite, 5 is my least
Sure.
favorite.
Yes. Makes sense. It makes sense.
And so they basically are in this category because they all came out with new seasons. So
Okay. Perfect.
okay,
So they're all current for you, all new.
yes.
I like it.
So
Okay.
number 1 is Bridgerton with
Okay.
the new season release.
I
Okay.
still have only watched the first season of that. I need to get on it.
I might kidnap you and trap you in a living room and make you watch that.
Make me watch it. I got it.
And for those of you who don't know, I'm like 5 foot nothing, and I'm like probably not
You
even
might
100
take me
pounds
out at the
soaking
knees.
wet.
You might take me out at the knees and call it good.
Yeah, I got go low, go low. That's
Yeah.
my motto for life. And then number 2, I almost am pretty positive that I know you have not seen this show because I don't think you're into the datey, bachelorette, bachelor type shows.
Sure.
This is Perfect Match.
Okay.
It's a new one that my friend
Okay.
Sarah has gotten me into, and I kind of got away from the Bachelorette, Bachelors because I just was like, oh, I don't know, this is crazy. And then they did the
Yeah.
geriatric version, and I was like, I love it. I know that you love. I just wasn't there for it. It wasn't
Yeah.
like it was like I was out over it at that
I
point.
watched the very, very first season of, I don't know if it was The Bachelor or Bachelorette now that I think about it. It was just the very first season of whichever one it was.
The very first one?
With Ryan and Trista, the ones that are probably the only ones still married.
Yeah.
That's the only one I've ever watched.
I don't know that's that, but they are like one of the few that are still married.
Yeah, but it was like the very first. So
it's almost like they should have stopped there.
Right. Quit while you're ahead. Don't keep
I
running.
don't know that anybody else worked out. I mean, maybe like 5. I don't know. Again, we don't know these stats, but moving on.
That we're making up shit as we go because that's what we do.
Yeah, we just think it sounds really great, and we
makes it
are
sound
amazing.
like we know what
always.
we're talking about, but we don't actually. So it's fine.
And then number 3 is Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Okay.
I love that one. I think that I don't know, between Potomac and New Jersey, that one is Salt Lake City was good, but it's kind of creeping up.
Yeah.
And it's probably just whichever one is currently on is my favorite.
Sure.
But I do really have a deep love for Teresa
for the Real Housewives.
And like the whole that. Yeah. Okay, and then the 4th one is kind of old. And I don't know that even it's now. Okay, wait, let me back up. It is older, yes. However, it is newly on Netflix and Peacock, and it is Suits. And that is one I think I'm going to make you watch as well.
I've heard great things.
Because the music, like the soundtrack,
Uh-huh.
to that with just the quick-witted
Uh-huh.
movie line, movie quotes like between the main two guy characters
Uh-huh.
is just the chemistry is just
Uh-huh.
second to none. And it is such good writing.
Uh-huh.
I can't even it's just amazing to me
Yeah.
how they thought of each little quick joke or movie line or for them to like be so
Yeah.
quick with it and it's just crazy.
Yeah.
And what's
It
crazy,
always amazes me that people can write shows because like it seems obvious to be coming up with the stuff that's said, but I'm like, somebody actually had to sit down and write this and write down line for line how this conversation was going to go. And
yeah,
I would never be able to do that because I don't think that well on the fly at all. Or I mean, and I'm not a writer by any means. That's never been my strong suit. So I just would never be able to do it. So it amazes me that all these amazing shows come out because I mean, people are brilliant. So yeah.
yeah, right. Well, and like I didn't want anything to do with the show when a good friend of mine actually showed it to
Uh-huh.
me. And I was at first like, what is this? I
Yeah,
don't
you're like,
think I'm gonna, is
okay,
this like a
and
guy show? Like, I do not want to watch
yeah.
this. And it's really not. Like, there is Donna, the secretary. She's actually the
Uh-huh.
mom in, oh crap. Hold on. It's a new one. The Walter Boys or the Walter Boys, whatever that is on
Okay.
Netflix. I'm looking it up. She is just, oh my gosh, I wanted to be Donna so bad. She's amazing. And she just knows Harvey, the other main character, so well. And like
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil anything, but they literally just click and mesh. And she's his assistant, and he's a lawyer.
Yeah.
Like they're
I
lawyers,
gotcha.
and just the vibe and the flow and all of it is just amazing. But that's a rewatch for me. So that one is like one that I'm kind of like watching whenever I like need a break from my other
Sure.
shows.
Kind
I
of your
actually
background
watched
noise.
Bridgerton all the way in one day, and then Perfect Match I haven't quite finished yet.
Yeah.
Real Housewives of New Jersey releases weekly, so I don't get to like see that
I
like
gotcha.
all the way through like I would the
Yeah.
others. And then so that's the rewatch. And then my fifth one is Kardashians on Hulu now
Yeah.
because they went to
Yeah.
Hulu and it's
Yeah.
Kardashians, not keeping
Not
up.
keeping up anymore. It's just the Kardashians. I
But I
gotcha.
love the new, like, I know it's a totally new show, as my friend
Uh-huh.
Sarah reminded me last night. Dumb. I'm like, I know it's a new show, but I'm saying I just love the the look of it, the whenever they go in between scenes, how they kind of
Sure.
do like their car views or their house views, like what it just everything looks more fluid and
Just
nice and
better.
crisp. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's fun.
really, really like that. That is my top 5,
I
and
like
it
it.
is My Life with the Walter Boys, by the way. That was the Netflix show that I was
Okay.
trying to think that the redhead Donna from Suits is
Gotcha.
in.
Okay. I gotcha. I gotcha. Nice.
I actually have a question for you because
Yes.
I wondered if you had seen this, but have you ever watched Downton Abbey or Downton Abbey?
Downton Abbey. No,
Yeah.
I have not.
Okay, because somebody recommended that to me, and I feel like we need to watch that and then discuss.
There we go. Okay.
We
Sounds
could
good.
maybe
What's it
like
on? What's it
discuss on
supposed
an
to be
episode.
on?
I have to look it up what it's on. It's on something that we
Okay.
stream. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure.
Cool.
Sorry, we got off on a sidetrack there, but
Well, that's nothing new. So,
yeah. Okay, so we wanted to keep this short and sweet this time because I know that you guys stuck it out through our hour-long episode. We were just so excited to release and so excited to kick things off that we didn't want to cut anything short for the first episode.
yes.
So thank you so much for powering through and listening to the full hour, especially my mom who was like, "It's an
Oh my God, it's
hour
an hour.
long?"
I mean, full disclaimer, all of our topic toss episodes will probably be an hour because we're
Yeah,
gonna
because
just
those are fun.
it's fun. We get off on tangents and that's just kind of how it's gonna go. So if we release a topic toss episode, you'll know it'll say topic toss. And if you just feel like you don't want to listen to those, don't do it. But you're gonna miss out on some fun entertainment because we are hilarious.
And
So
that's when we're like our true selves too, because
right, you're gonna
we're
get
at
a
yeah.
lot of you're gonna get a lot more information about us. You'll get to know us better with those kinds of episodes because we're gonna give you all of the information. So
Yeah, and you'll get to be like we're on
crap.
And it's like where you're on the phone with us on those episodes.
Yeah. You'll learn a lot about us that way, and I think that's a fun way to do it because they're not going to be just normal, hey, how's your week going, or what's your favorite color. It's gonna be more in-depth, more thought-provoking questions, so it'll be interesting.
Yeah, and we are just so glad that you're tuning in and listening to us again. And we are on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. Please go like, follow, subscribe, leave reviews. That matters, and it
5 stars because you love us.
Yes.
Please.
You like it, you love it.
Yeah, I say feel free to comment your top 5s.
Get more of it.
Oh, I missed it. No, missed it. I was on a totally different thought track.
What did you just say?
I was going to say feel free to comment your top 5.
Ooh, yeah.
You feel. So whether it's your top 5 songs, top 5 TV shows, give us your top 5 candy bars. I don't care. Give us your top 5.
And also, too, we do have an email address if you would like to email in and be giving us topic suggestions, ask us questions that
if you have something, give us ideas. We'll take them.
Yes, and the email is A Little Rn'R pod at gmail.com. So that's ALITTLE RN as in Nancy R pod at gmail.com.
Perfect. Yeah, feel free to leave a comment, send us an email, do whatever. We'd love to hear from you guys, because that's how we keep this going, is by interacting with you guys and our fans. So we have fans.
I know, right? We are talking like we have 1,000,001 followers. And you know what? We are great. And our mothers did tell us we are special.
Dang it.
All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in this week. And we will see you next Wednesday for some more of A Little Rn'R.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.